song, we're in drop D tuning with the capo at the 2nd fret. So we've taken our 6th string and we tune that down to a D. And the rest of the strings, 5 through 1, are in standard tuning. And by putting the capo on the 2nd fret, your 6th string becomes an E again, but your 5th string becomes a B, and so forth. So it should sound like this. E again. So when you play, we'll speak to the capo as 0. So this would be a D, even though technically, because we're capoed, it's an E. And because it's a drop D, you can strike that 6th string when you play a D. And it's a big full open chord. It's a good workout for your pinky. So what we're going to do for the intro is strike the 6th string open, and then strum on the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string, and then pull back or strum up on the 1st string. So it will sound like this. Okay. You're going to hammer in your pinky onto the 4th fret. Okay. And then you're going to strum that 3rd through the 2nd string again, and up strum on that 1st string again. So all together it'll sound like this. Then you're going to hit that 3rd string. So one more time slowly. And that would be what I'd work out first. Work out this little section in your head and get it down. The next section that you want to focus on will go like this. You're in that D form. Okay, so what I'm doing there, as soon as I put my pinky down, I'm lifting my ring finger so that 1st string is open. And I'm taking that 4th string to start with, and I strike it, and then I hammer with my pinky onto the 4th fret. Okay, so and then see how I lift up that middle finger? So what I'm doing there is I'm going to hammer into the 4th fret on the 4th string, then I'm going to hit the 3rd string at the 2nd fret, and then the 1st string open. And then we're going to hit 4 again and open again. So all together it'll sound like this slowly. One more time. So those 2 parts together slowly. One more time. Then you're going to strike the 6th string open and hammer in on the 2nd fret of the 6th and 5th string. So when you hammer in, then you're going to strike the chord. So all together. Then you're going to take this chord up and you're going to go to the 5th. You're going to play the 4th, 5th, and 6th string and leave the rest open. A lot of people play it this way, but I watched John play it and he does use his pinky on this. So you're referencing basically a G, but you're playing these other strings open. And move it up to the 7th fret. Okay, and then you're back into it. So with the verse, what we're going to do is the same lick. And then we're going to take and go to a C chord, and we're going to hit the 5th string and pretend that you're downstroke, because you're going to come up, down, and up. And then you're going to do the same thing with an A. So you're going to go hit the open 5th string as your downstroke, and then up, down, up. So all together it'll sound like this. Again. And then you do that lick again. And then you go back to this. And then, so he's alternating between the G, A, and the D. And the C, A. So that's throughout the verse. For the chorus, where he's talking about Colorado Rocky Mountain High, we're going to go from a G to an A and back to D. Now, because your 6th string is tuned down a step to a D, you can't play a bar chord. If you want to do this chord, you play it just the 1st through the 5th string is how I do it. I've seen some people use the 6th string and take that 5th string out, but I like to do it this way. Second time through, you're going to go G, A, and do this at the 12th fret. You're going to cover the 1st and 2nd string and then go up to the 3rd string. So it's like playing an E, if you will, but we're going to strike all the strings. Remember, this D form is an E because of the capo. So okay, so let's do those first 2 parts together again. 1, 2, 3. Now this next time through, we're going to do our G, A, we're going to go D, and then we're going to come up to the 2nd fret on the 5th and 6th strings. So you're going to go from the 2nd to the 4th to the 5th fret, and then throw your pinky down after you strike the whole chord, and then put your 1st finger down. This is kind of tricky, and play that 2nd string and 1st string. So you want to try and cover those. It's tricky, but if you get it, it sounds good. I think there might be a mandolin in there with it, giving it that higher note sound. So I'll play the whole chorus for you here. Back into the verse with the C, A, and the G, A. So that's the whole song. I hope you enjoy it. Take your time learning that lick over the D, because he does it pretty quick and it's consistent throughout the whole song. So I hope you enjoy. It's really a beautiful song.